Guys, happy Halloween! So I have a very special video for you today, and that is going to be an overview of the Harry Potter collection at Ulta Beauty. So I've purchased various items and I have my base makeup and eyebrows and that sort of thing applied, but I'm going to demo the products that I can. So before we get started, I just wanted to say that yes, Hufflepuff pride here. I feel like no one wants to admit or recognize themselves as being a Hufflepuff, but that's what I am. And I think I hauled some items earlier in the summer that I think I filmed, but I never uploaded. I'm not sure, but there are some items that are still available on the Ulta website. So the first thing I want to show you are these canvas bags, and let's take a look at the Ulta website so I can tell you what is currently in stock. So it looks like there is a bag in stock for each of the houses, and as you can see, it's a pretty good size. I didn't actually think it was going to be this big. And it has the three kind of Hufflepuff virtues on the front, and then it says Hufflepuff on the back, and then there is a yellow tassel. The color of the tassel varies according to the house, as does the font color here. And then the lining, I think, is different for each house. So this is yellow, and it has all the various house emblems, but they're just all in this yellow fabric. Okay, so I got this bag, obviously, and then I also got the scrunchie that I'm wearing, which I don't think is currently in stock, but I'll go ahead and show you just in case it comes back. They had a four-piece scrunchie set, and there is a scrunchie for each of the houses. The Hufflepuff is this yellow gold velvet, and I'll show you again. The Slytherin is also velvet. It's this green color. And then the Ravenclaw, they have tassels. It's like a satiny fabric with stripes. So that is Ravenclaw, and then Gryffindor is the red and gold, same as the Ravenclaw. So I will note, I don't know if these were designed for children or adults. This is the first time I've actually worn the scrunchie, and the only way I was able to use it was to wrap it around a bun like I have. Like I tried to double it up, and it just needs to either be stretched out more or what. I mean, I do have thicker hair, so for a child or if you have thinner hair, it might work as like a normal scrunchie, but the only way I could use it was kind of as a finishing decoration. And the shirt I'm wearing, by the way, is from Target. I'll try to link it down below if it's still in stock. I have these black and gold Kate Spade earrings, and then this was from Kendra Scott. And then to talk about what is on my nails, I got these Hufflepuff nail polish strips. So these come with 20 double-ended strips, one nail cleansing wipe, and one nail file. And I actually purchased two, so I used this one, and then I have some that are left over, of course, and then this one is all nice and sealed. I think this was maybe the first time I've ever applied nail polish strips like this, and I think, if I can zoom in, focus, there you go. I think they came out well. I had to put the Hufflepuff kind of accent on my middle finger because the strips were too big for my ring finger, which is what I would normally put an accent on. And they are nice and shiny. I'm not sure how long these will last. I only applied them a couple hours ago. I think I might put a clear top coat on the top of them and then cap the tips, because if you've never used a nail strip before, here, I'll use a big one so it's a little bit easier to see. So they came like this, and then you just kind of tear off whichever one you want to use. And they have a paper backing, and you kind of peel that off like so. And then they also have this like clear plastic like protector, I guess. So I would stick this on the nail and start to kind of smooth it down, and then take off the plastic top and then kind of finish it. And then once you have it on your nail, I would trim the excess. I think if you were careful, you could use one of these for 2 nails, depending on how long your nails are. But for the most part, I kind of trimmed the excess off, and then what you're supposed to do is kind of wrap it around your nail, and like I kind of poked it down, and then the little nail file they give you just to kind of file off the excess, and it comes off pretty easily. I just feel like the edges are maybe a little bit rougher than I would like. I mean, nothing terrible, but I can see how they would lift maybe a little bit easier, or maybe snag on things. I don't know. Okay, so those are the nail polish strips, and it looks like they have a variation for each house except for Gryffindor. So they have Ravenclaw and Slytherin also. And they're all kind of similar in that they have little emblems. The Ravenclaw obviously has a raven, and then it looks like silver feathers. I can't tell if they're really metallic or not. I mean, these are definitely metallic. And then the Slytherin obviously has the snakes, and the other nails have like a snake print. So I guess these are supposed to look like rocks or something. So, I mean, they're just kind of fun. They're a little expensive. They're about 10 bucks. So I would definitely suggest using like a coupon or whatever if you can. Okay, and then they had one of these palettes for each of the houses earlier in the summer. And they also had like one that included a palette for each house, like a, what do they call it? Like not a vault, but you know how ColourPop and other brands do like the collector's edition? It was kind of like that. They just had this palette for each of the houses in one package. So this actually looks really similar to what I have on my shirt, which is kind of funny. I don't know if that's like Warner Brothers licensing that they did. But anyway, it says dedication, patience, and loyalty around it, and it has that metallic badger on it. And this didn't come with an outer box or anything like that, which kind of surprised me when I received it. It doesn't have a mirror, which is fine for the price point. I forget exactly how much this was. And it has, again, the virtues, I guess, on the inner cover. And then it has a plastic, like, flyleaf, whatever you want to call it. And when I received it, it was like shrink wrapped just around this portion, so you could open it, but then the shadows were covered, I guess for their, store, retail, whatever. So I've removed that, but those are what the shades look like. And it says, inspired by Hufflepuff house colors, this palette features warm and neutral tones with pops of yellow and gold, includes 9 eyeshadows and matte and shimmer finishes. And when I got this, I was thinking I would do like a swatch video or something because I thought people might be interested in it. But I guess too many people were interested because it sold out. So I figured there wasn't much point in doing that. So everything I just showed you, I purchased a month or 2 ago. I forget exactly when. But they have put out some new items, which is quite exciting. They have a Harry Potter Quidditch face mask set, which I think has 4 sheet masks, one for each of the houses, for $12. They have some lip glosses that are not house specific. They're just different Harry Potter themes. They have some lip crayons. They had a range of body lotions. It looks like the only one they have now is the Ravenclaw. And they have a Bewitching pH lip balm, so I think it's supposed to change color. One of the new items they've posted is a Harry Potter Cosmetic Bag Duo, which I have ordered, but I haven't received it yet. And then they have a set of lip balms, which is new. They have 5 lip balms for $18. So those are some of the other items in this collection that I don't have to show you. But one thing I do have to show you is this box. This is the Harry Potter and Ulta Beauty Hufflepuff Cosmetic Kit. And they do have one for each of the houses, and it looks like they're all in stock. This retails for $28. I was able to apply a 20% off coupon, so I ended up placing several different orders so I could use the coupon multiple times. But anyway, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this. I didn't realize it was going to come in this like hard box. When you look at it on the website, you see all the items inside, and then you just see kind of like a, you know, a square that looks like this, but you don't know kind of what the dimensions or whatever are. It's magnetized, but I don't think it was taped down or anything. And I ordered it online, so it just kind of came like this. It would have been nice, I guess, if there was some kind of like plastic sleeve or something to protect it. So anyway, so it says, inspired by Hufflepuff house colors, this magical kit features items with neutral tones and pops of gold. And I will show you what is inside. Like I said, it has a nice kind of magnetic closure. And it's gold on the inside. It has the little badger in gold foil in the corner. And then it has this like plastic insert that you can remove. So I think I can take off the top plastic. So it's, see, it just lifts out like that. And it was taped on the sides there. Okay, so I'll just put this back in the box so I can show it to you. Okay, so this has a 6-piece eyeshadow palette. It has a tinted lip balm, a metallic gel eyeliner, and a highlighter. And I think the shades are different for each of the houses. And also the foil, I think for Hufflepuff and Gryffindor, it's gold, and for Ravenclaw and Slytherin, it's silver. And you can see it has the little badgers on there, so I think that would be different for each, but then there's a lot of like stars and other types of designs that I think would be the same. Okay, so this palette looks different than the one I showed you before. Just to give you a little size comparison. And this has the same dedication, patience, loyalty, but the, if you can see, the design, there you go, is different. And again, you open this up and another little plastic fly leaf, and then those are the shades right there. It's a little bit more like the shades on the website, like they look more coppery burgundy, and the shades here, with the exception of this gold that's more of like a, it's not quite ochre, but it's kind of mustardy, I guess. These are more cool tone than they look on the website. And this is more of a white. The one on the website looks more like a cream, so the color accuracy is not terrific. But I'll go ahead and tell you the shades in the little 6 pan. So they are Quill, which is that creamy white, Butterbeer, which is that matte mustard. The Winged Key, it looks like a taupe metallic. Mandrake is a like medium matte brown. Wand, it looks like a kind of a bronzy burgundy metallic. And then the last one, Chocolate Frog, looks like a deep brown matte. And I will put these side by side. So the shades in the 9 pan are Sherbet, which is another like matte cream. Sunset, which looks like a kind of burgundy metallic. Lumos, it looks like a metallic shimmery icy white shade. Golden Snitch looks like a gold metallic. Galleon looks like a darker, I'd say that's more like an ochre shade right there. Earth looks like a deep purpley brown matte. Honest looks like a kind of medium dark gray matte. Rust looks like a, I don't know if I ever used the word burgundy, but it's kind of a purpley metallic. And then Burrow, that one looks like a taupey metallic gray, is how I would describe it. Okay, so I will show you these side by side, or one next to each other. Oops. Make sure we focus. Okay, so those are the shades right there. And I have the auto white balance on. They look like they're a little truer to life in my monitor than they show up on the Ulta website. Okay, so we'll play with one or both of these palettes in a little bit. And then the next item, there is a tinted lip balm, which has the Hogwarts Castle on it, and it just says tinted lip balm, so not terribly exciting. And then there is the Hogwarts highlighter. It just says highlighter beads. I like this kind of school crest almost looking design, and I can't tell exactly. The highlighter shade is different, but the packaging on the other ones might be the same. And these has like a little styrofoam. It looks like a kind of rose gold highlighter, and they're in bead form, so I'm a little nervous that might be too dark, but I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't really matter if this looks silly. And then one of the coolest things about this kit, the last item I have here, is the eyeliner. So it's made to look like a quill, and this has a like gold plastic. I think, like I said, Ravenclaw and Slytherin would have a silver one. But you pull out a little brush, which is like your quill. It looks like a fine little kind of dome-shaped brush. Let's see if we can zoom in there. It's been a while since I did close-ups like this. There we go. Oops. Ah. All right, so that is what the, wow. So that is what the brush looks like. I usually prefer an angled brush. And then you twist off this part. And this did have like a plastic, one of those things that you rip off around the base, but I already removed that. And then you just have a little pot of gold eyeliner. So I think I'll just wait until I'm ready to actually apply makeup to swatch this. Okay, so that's it for that first kit. And then I also got this Harry Potter and Ulta Beauty Mini Mysteries Beauty Vault. And this is also $28. It looks like this is in stock online, so if you wanted to pick it up online, you could do so. Again, you can use a 20% off code if you can find one. I'm not as impressed with this as I am the house-specific kit. So this also just kind of came like this. It has a magnetic closure, I think, but there was no like seals or packaging or anything like that. It's this light pink triangle, as you can see, with like different designs, constellations, that sort of thing. And you open it up, and this was actually on the bottom, but I just kind of placed it on top. So you get some nail decals, and sorry, I'm not sophisticated enough to do B-roll, but you can see it has stars, and it has the different house signs: Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. I was contemplating using these instead of the nail strips, but I figured I'd give the nail strips a go, and then I can use these for a different manicure later on, just like with a black nail polish. Okay, this is interesting. It looks like there's 8 badgers. I'm seeing 7 ravens, 7 lions, and 8 snakes. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stars. So I guess they substituted 2 stars instead of another raven and another lion, if my math is correct. But anyway, I haven't tried those. And then I wasn't sure, it says it's a mystery kit, and it shows you what the items are, but it's hard to tell what they are based on the website. So it says, again, I'll take off this top protector. All right, so trying to do this in order, there is a color changing lipstick, which has a cute little like constellation Harry Potter design, like so. And this is, it looks dark green. which I guess makes sense. So on the website they have two different lipsticks. I'm guessing one is maybe like a blue. It's kind of hard to see with my screen. One might be a dark blue and one might be a dark green, which kind of makes sense for Slytherin and Ravenclaw. I think these are like the, I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. The Lipstick Queen. You can see where you just get that kind of like sheer berry kind of color. Well, it's not too sheer, but still. So it's not green, it is more of a berry. So cute idea, and I think as a gimmick it works a little bit better in that set than like a normal lipstick. All right, and then there is the Jelly Highlighter, which is a little bit better for my skin tone maybe. And this just has like a snowflake with Hogwarts on the top there. And, ooh, okay, so this has a little plastic. They did have a jelly blush, which I didn't purchase. That one's been on the website for a little while now. Okay, so that is what it looks like in the pan. Had that kind of thing on it. And I just swatched some on my hand right there. And then the next item here is the magnetic eyeshadow, which again, it just has the little like Hogwarts H, you can see. And when it says magnetic, I think it might be referring to or similar to the like MAC magnetic shadows that came out a little while ago. So this still has the shrink wrap on it, so I need to remove that. It looks like some of the powder did kind of get everywhere though. So this might be a little bit of a mess. Okay. So, okay, ooh. All right, so try not to spill it everywhere, but you can see there's definitely kind of powder. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so this has another, I thought I was getting down to the product. There's another, like, one of these guys on it. I think, am I just hitting plastic or what is that? I think that's just like the bottom of the package. I'm like beauty news and like destroying a product, but it was already destroyed. All right, it's like a pretty coppery shimmer, but I think the likelihood of me using that is going to be slim, at least in the future. Okay, and then a couple more products. There is the, what is this? Glitter Eye Gloss Topper. Okay, so this is just like a little tube, and it has like the Hogwarts castle, like so. And I thought this was going to be a highlighter product, but it's an eye. It doesn't look, what is it? Glitter eye gloss. Okay. So it's not quite like a cream shadow, like it does sheer out a lot. So it's cute, but I don't think people buying this are primarily concerned with the quality of the makeup. So then there is the Star Tattoo face stamp. And this is something that I think like Milk Makeup has done or put out. So it's just like a little white tube that says Harry Potter on it. And I think it's perfect. Okay. I kind of had to stamp it twice. But again, I'll probably apply this for the sake of the video, but it's not something I would normally wear. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to go back into this highlighter from the first kit with the little balls in it. And I'm going to swatch that next to, just a little bit harder to swatch this type of product. It's It's actually not that much different. I guess I'll just do both, like one highlighter on one cheek. Okay, so since I have this open, going into these with the Anastasia A23, and again, this is cute, but I would have been fine if they just did like a little pressed highlighter. And I did want to show you, I have the mirror of Erised here. I don't know if you watched the haul I did from London, but this is something I picked up in Primark last Christmas. Okay. I also got a I'd rather be at Hogwarts this Christmas sweatshirt, but that was going to be, I think, too warm. Okay. So it definitely has a sheen to it. I don't hate that, actually. Again, this trying to get the product on my brush is a little annoying. But it works. Okay, so let's put the little foam topper back on. And for the other cheek, I guess I can just use my finger here. And I'll just get some on the top. So that's nice too. It's not quite as blinding. But yeah, it's a nice subtle highlight. I mean, the packaging is kind of annoying. So these are really going to be more like collector's pieces for me. So anyway, let's put the cap back on that one. I guess I'll try to focus mostly on this palette because I figure there's probably a better chance. I need to make some room for my mirror here. There's probably a better chance that it'll come back into stock, and that's not going to be big enough. All right, so we got this out for the sake of the video, but it's really not the most practical makeup mirror. All right. Okay, so this little guy, as I would normally do, I'm going to use a matte cream shade. I already applied an eye primer. I'm going to go into the shade Quill. And so far it's not like the most pigmented, but it's, you know, serviceable. All right, let's feel how these, let's see how these feel. So they're not terrible, actually. That is Quill Butterbeer. They're actually decently creamy. The darker one is a little bit drier, which seems to kind of be the norm. Roll up my sleeve here. Okay, so these are going to be out of order, but there's brown, yellow, cream, and dark brown. And I tried tinkering with my lights, but I wasn't really happy with how it was looking, so I'll just keep them as they are. Okay, and then I'm going to swatch the Winged Key and the Wand. And when I swatch it, Winged Key actually looks a little bit more like an antique gold bronze. And then whatever that darker shade is a little bit darker. Okay. Can work with that. All right, so I'm going to use my MAC 286. It's a taper duo fiber, and go into Mandrake and apply that in the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take a Rephr number 3 brush and go into the same shade, and I need to be a little bit closer here. Go underneath. So I don't think used a lot of like the Ulta Beauty brand, their store brand of makeup. But I guess my impression of that line is that if you like it, if it works for you, then this probably will work for you as well. So using my Chikuhodo GSM 9 and going into Wand, which is the darker metallic. And we'll see how this works on the brush. So just kind of patting the outer third. And then going into Winged Key, which is the more goldy shade. I might wet my brush actually. Yeah, I think that definitely helps. If nothing else, it just helps the shadow kind of stick to the brush. All right, and then I'm gonna kind of tap over with my ring finger to intensify. So I actually like how this looks. I'm going to use a Rephr number 1 brush and go back into the cream quill. Just to, it's a little too much, just to try to soften and blend a little bit underneath the brow bone. Okay, so I pretty much used all the shades except for, well, I used 4 of the shades. Let's not get carried away. So I used the 4 Quill, Winged Key, Mandrake, and Wand. I didn't use the Chocolate Frog Dark Brown or the Butterbeer. And then I think I want to, going into this palette, I'm going to take Lumos again on my finger. This also feels really creamy. And probably should have used a brush. Try to get an inner corner highlight going. I should say Lumos as I'm applying it. Okay, I think I'm happy with the eyes. So the time has come to investigate this eyeliner. Let's see here. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and try this little quill wand brush. Ooh, wow. I thought that was going to be a lot stiffer. I thought I was going to have to like work. Can I swatch this? So this is not super opaque. I'm kind of blown out here. I don't know if that's any better. Yeah, it's almost more like a cream shadow. I really need to figure out more about camera settings. Okay, so yeah. All right, I don't think I want to use that. Very cute concept, but well, I'll tell you what. Now that I just said I'm not going to use it, I think I will try to apply. This is just, like, it gets kind of, here, I'll show you. You see how it's like clumpy? Whoa, I can't do, okay. You see how it looks kind of clumpy? I'll apply some on the lower lash line just to see how it does. I mean, it barely shows up. Okay. So, moral of the story is I would not buy this kit for this product. Very, very cute packaging though. So I'm not upset that I have it. I just don't plan to use it ever again. But like I said, I am happy to have this cute little design. Okay. So I think I'm going to just apply some brown eyeliner and mascara, and then we'll finish off with the lips. I think is the only thing we have left. Okay, so the mascara and liner is on. So I said the lips were the only thing left, I think, but we definitely have to use this guy. So this is the Tattoo Star Tattoo Face Stamp. So this is kind of fun to have actually, because I was kind of tempted by, oh, that came out pretty well actually. I was kind of tempted by the milk ones. I like in the 17th, I always say this, in the 17th century, they would use little black velvet or felt or whatever cutouts as beauty marks or to hide a blemish or whatever. So it's kind of fun having that. I could do a whole plethora of them on my forehead if I wanted to, but I think I might just stick with that one. So that's fun. I mean, quality-wise, I don't know if it's as good as the milk one. I kind of held it for a second after I pushed down to make sure it deposited enough. I don't know how like waterproof or anything this is going to be. So I guess I'll try the lip balm first and see how pigmented this is. So not bad. It's a little, I'm not sure what that smells like, but it's kind of fruity. Kind of a coral color, which I guess works with this eye look. It's not a color I typically go for. I guess I'll wipe it off and then apply the other one and see which one I like better. It is more pigmented though than I was expecting. All right, going into the, was it color changing lipstick? Really should have exfoliated. I think I might actually like the other one better. It doesn't smell like anything, I don't think. I will zoom in you can get a good look at everything. Alright guys, so I think that's everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween special Harry Potter video, and I hope that if you are celebrating Halloween, that you have a very safe and happy Halloween. I think the moon is supposed to be full tonight, so, you know, that could be fun. Even if you just step outside and take a look at it. And as always, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you soon.